Hey, thanks for watching my video. I'm Gary for Gary Loves Guitars, and today we're checking out this mystery guitar that I bought on Guitar Center's website, and we're going to see if it's worth a damn. So what we got here is a Gibson by Baldwin. It's I guess it's called the Baldwin Gibson, the Gibson Baldwin. I'm not sure. I was perusing the Guitar Center website like I do, and I couldn't tell what the heck this was. But what I could tell was from the picture that it had the classic Gibson shaped headstock, and that meant something to me. And I also noticed that it was a bolt-on neck, and that seemed appealing to me because I'm not much of a Les Paul guy. I'm more of an Ibanez Jackson type of person, and so I thought I would give this thing a try. And so I really didn't know at all what it was or what I had until I got it in the door, and it looked like it did, it looked like it was in pretty good shape. The body, it wasn't the best. I don't know what this is. Just not the best piece of wood, I guess. I'm guessing that it's actually a real top because of the crappiness of the of the design here. I don't know what you call this. It looks like something was mounted down here and they filled it, but it really isn't the case. The guitar played fairly well right away, but something I noticed was it wouldn't stay in tune, which isn't good, and the intonation was off. So when I got it in tune, I would play some notes down low, and then up high, it did not sound. I play up high, it just didn't sound very in tune. So those were a couple of issues that were big ones. So because if a guitar doesn't stay in tune, I can't use it, and if it does stay in tune and then the intonation is off, it's kind of worthless in some capacity. I mean, you could play it, maybe stay in tune down here, but then play notes up high and it won't sound in tune. That's no good. So I was thinking about returning it to Guitar Center. I paid a little more than you'd think you would for something that is not even. I didn't really have a clue about what it was until I got it in the door. And so at that point, I went online, and boy, did I read some crazy shit. Okay, this is the first thing that came up. Okay, I had the misfortune of fixing one of these last month. These are the guitars that Gibson sells in cardboard boxes in department stores to compete with the cheap First Acts and other sub $100 impulse buy guitars. What a piece of junk. Uneven, poorly seated frets, cheap bolt-on neck, dirt cheap hardware throughout, and awful pickups. It just kept going on and on and on like that, and just it didn't get much love at all. So I should address those concerns, and a few of those I agreed with as well. It didn't stay in tune. He didn't mention the tuning. Okay, uneven, poorly seated frets. Okay, well, when I got it, the frets needed a little bit of work. I had to round the edges a little bit. There was a little bit of fret sprout going on, but after I smoothed out the edges of the frets, they were fine. They're seated perfectly fine. Cheap bolt-on neck. Well, let's talk about the neck for a second. It's like I'd call it a C shape. I don't have a lot of experience with Gibson guitars, so to say how it compares to one of those, but in all honesty, I think it reminds me a little bit of LTD without the butt at the top. It's kind of a smaller C shape neck, and I like it. It's pretty good. The reason I haven't played too much here is because the guitar does have sort of a ground hum thing going on. Dirt cheap hardware throughout. Okay, the hardware is fine, but the bridge was just a bad design. I'll get into that in a second. And the awful pickups. And I don't know if this guitar has different pickups, but they sound pretty good. I'm guessing that someone swapped them out at some point, and these are not stock pickups. Right now I have a high gain setting, and this is what this thing sounds like. Be good if I tuned it. Jeez. Idiot. The tone is good. If you don't mind the lack of it being in tune, which I just didn't do yet today. It's a little bit out of tune. That's okay. I came to the conclusion that I would keep the guitar because I watched a couple YouTube videos that were really long, and these guys talked a lot about this guitar specifically. And in one of the videos, he replaced the bridge with a Wilkinson bridge, and so that's what I replaced mine with a Wilkinson bridge. And the biggest issue I had was with the old bridge was I couldn't adjust the individual strings forward and backward, and I can't on this one either, except for with the B and the G. And so I adjusted those pretty far back, and now on the other bridge, the G, I just could not get the G string. I couldn't get my G string to work. I couldn't get the G string in tune, so I, based on the information I got from those other YouTube videos, I decided to give this one a chance. And then when it came in, I was pleased to find out that this one seemed to be better. So, and I like the black look. I think the black looks pretty badass, man. It's awesome. And so since I was going to replace that with black, I decided to replace the tuners with black tuners. I had these really cheap ones. I bought these are $20 tuners you can buy anywhere on eBay. The ones that I didn't think that the tuners were the problem with the tuning issue. That's like a misconception that the tuners have to be perfect for tuning to be good. And I would say that 9 times out of 10, the problem is with the nut and strings binding individually in the nut. And that was the case on this guitar. I sanded out the nut for each string, and lo and behold, the thing stays in tune. Now the intonation's fixed, and now the guitar is a winner. Yay! So I'll play a little bit, and I'm going to switch over to a clean sound here. I don't know if it's the patch or the guitar, but when I turn the volume up, there's kind of a hum in the background. Probably not a noise gate on that patch, so that's probably why there's the hum. Actually, why don't I tune this? That is awesome. It was really not very out. It was really close to being in tune. And I think the guitar sounds good. I think I'm going to keep it. It's a Gibson. sound almost a little hot. What I found sounded good was to roll back just a little bit of the bridge pickup, or I'm sorry, the neck pickup, and that seemed to just kind of clean up the pickups a little bit. Dynamic guitar. See how it cleans up when I lay off the strings? I don't know if all Les Pauls are like that or not, but don't believe everything you read on the internet. I like it. I got a Gibson. It's not an Epiphone. It's got the cool Gibson headstock shape. And it has a little ground hum. So maybe the electronics aren't the best. But maybe that's because I've got all my lights on at once. Well, that's it. That's my review of the Gibson Baldwin. You know, I'm sorry I didn't go over the specs and all that stupid shit. I mean, you're gonna find out that stuff anyway. I mean, it's got like a neck that's, you know, it's not 25 inches. It's like 24 and 7/4, and you know I don't know. It's a Les Paul. It feels like a Les Paul. It plays a little bit like a Les Paul, I think. I think it plays a little bit like more like a Strat. I'm guessing because of the bolt-on neck. But you know, I think what I'm gonna do is I might try to get rid of the logo and just a black headstock. But I don't know. I'm gonna have to leave it. I was gonna get a truss rod cover, but I just painted the holes black, and I'll just figure I'll leave it like that. So. Hey, you made it to the end. I'm so proud of you. You made it to the end of the video. Give yourself a round of applause. Yay! Hey, thanks for watching. And I got to go play a gig. So I got to get out of here. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. Gary loves guitars. All kinds of guitars. Stick around. Hey, I'll try to pound these out a little faster. Hopefully, I got things worked out. And you're gonna see hopefully more content more quickly. I say that every week, but I think I'm pounding out about one video a week. And I appreciate everybody that watches, and stay safe. All right.